So this video is basically going to be explaining something that I've always had the question about when going to E85. Since in Texas it's like kind of limited on where you can actually get good quality E85 like consistently. So I typically go to just 2 spots here in town, and one of them is close to home, so I always go there. The other one is a little bit closer to work, so I kind of always go to the one that's closer to home. I always fill up closer to home than at work. So I always wonder, for one, why do people with E85 always have jugs? And that's the answer, because it's kind of scarce everywhere. 2, in the event that you get bad E85, like, how will you know? Outside of a gauge telling you, like, how will you actually know? So the car's been running rich. It's been kind of bogging out a wide open throttle, and I've been thinking maybe since it's been hot, because when the car got tuned, it was about 70 degrees, like, you know, anywhere from low to mid 70s all the time, 80s on a hot day. But now when it's getting hot as hell, the car seems to be running like terrible. So I was like, I didn't really know why, I didn't really understand it. But after further investigation and understanding, it's not all heat related. So typically, of course, when you have E85, you want to be at about 85%. You can run a little bit lower, from my understanding, just a little bit, not too much. Like, you know, if you're mid 70s to 80s, anywhere between like mid 70s to 80 is okay. But again, you want to be at E85. So I'm not sure if the camera will show it because it's typically jittery. Let me see if we can get something here. 53% ethanol. I got a check engine light on for the thermostat, even though that's manually been turned off to not come on, because I have an aftermarket thermostat for 160 degrees. So again, that's not really a valid code. So let me see where they go. So yeah, this is the code that I'm getting, which basically says that the thermostat is having issues, that it's not opening and it's not closing correctly, something of that sort, right? So I already know that's not the issue. The car's not overheating. I've physically checked it already whenever I first got the code, but I changed it from showing me everything at once to primarily showing me the wideband, so I can kind of see what I'm running at wide open throttle, making sure I'm not running too lean or too rich. And again, it's been running really rich. It's been running anywhere between 11.5, 11.7, and in some cases, wide open throttle, I've even seen it hit 11.2. So I know it's kind of hard to see this with, you know, the little digital deal. But anyway, the car has problems starting. Like, it's like, I got to give it a little bit of gas to start it. By the way, I'm about to go run out the rest of this gas. But it also, whenever I first fill the car up on this gas, again, I didn't know this until about yesterday. But whenever I'm giving it gas, it doesn't want to give me it don't want to actually give me gas. It waits. And whenever I rev it up, or even when I drop a couple gears, it's like when I give it gas, it don't even want to do it. So I'm not gonna press it too hard until I get some new fuel in here. Uh-oh, State Trooper. Hope you don't see me acting up and recording. That's beside the point, though. So what else? Yeah, so whenever I start the car, if I'm rolling, like literally anywhere from 0 to 20 miles per hour, the car will literally just cut off. Like it'll just completely turn off. So I have to stop, start it again, stop, start it again. And the first day I got a full tank of this gas, it kept doing that continuously. And I'm like, man, I I need to get back to the tuner ASAP, because I was supposed to go back up for a follow-up appointment, but I haven't. So I'm like, damn, I don't know what's going on, but I got to get back there. So after further review, I'm gonna see what what difference this makes, because it's basically about a 30% difference from where it should be. So it's not accelerating like it needs to accelerate. I'm losing a ton of power, obviously. Let me think of what else I'm experiencing. I mean, that's typically about it. Like a really, really, really rough idle, but I just take that in consideration that it does want to hump a little bit more due to the cam. So I guess when it's not getting the correct fuel, and it's just fucking everything up. So yeah, that's it. So now I'm about to run this gas. I can go get some more gas and see what it do. got some gas. I'm letting it idle for a minute. Let me see how close I can get you guys. Let's see. It's not doing this thing. But anyhow, I've been letting it idle for maybe about a minute or two. It went from 54% to 75.8%, which is where it's at right now. So yeah, we just sitting here waiting to see if we can get it back in the 80s before we pull off. I might pull off around 78, 79 and let some fuel actually flow from me pressing the gas. I can already feel the response being a lot better, like immediate response versus that delay stuff. 76.9. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out. But yeah, I can already tell an immediate difference in the responsiveness in the sound of the car. The idle is not as rough. Definitely a noticeable difference, like very, very noticeable. So I guess I might have to invest in one of those little deals to where you can test the E85 before you get it. But from what I've been experiencing, the gas, the gas has been good at the current location I just came from, and also the other one that gave me back fuel. So it is what it is. Let me put the seatbelt on. But I can definitely tell an immediate difference. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. I'm not gonna drive it too hard just yet. I'm gonna wait till we're back in the 80s, just to make sure I'm not damaging nothing. But right now we're up to 77.9. I let it run down to about 20 miles were left on the tank, so it was somewhere between E and a quarter. So I might have to run through another tank to fully flush it out. But another thing that I did was I did prime the fuel pump. But to do that, you literally just, of course, have the car parked. You just simply just cut the car on without starting it. So you just put it in run mode. You'll hear it prime up, cut it off, do it again. I let that cycle about 3 to 4 times just to kind of push anything out. I doubt it did much, but I did do that just so we can get some of the new fuel in there. Okay, so at first, like I said, we were running super rich. Now, I don't care. I'm about to do a pull to see if my wide open throttle was still running super lean. It's hard to see it on the video, but 12.0, 12.1, for a quick second it did hit 11.8. So, 2 things about running bad E85. Car runs shitty, of course. Terrible on idle. Terrible on any type of startup. What else? Oh yeah, and you gonna lose horsepower. And your shit gonna be running so rich that you're not gonna wanna race. So get E85 in your car, go somewhere that you trust. Because I just found out for myself that I don't want those bad E85 problems. Because I'm willing to hand out this work to anybody, wherever, whenever, however. Even if I'm getting a KA ban, he can get the work too. So again, thank y'all for tuning in to another I Bet Downwheel video. Don't run bad E85. And I know nobody's going to do it intentionally, but in case you were wondering what really happens, learn from my experience, not your own. Drop a comment, no bad E85, and I'll see y'all in the next video because we're going to be talking about some dyno numbers.